Hey, it's Daryl. This is That Damn Drunk. It's a weekly podcast that comes out every single Monday. We drink and just have a good time. Here I am with Aldo from Redeem Revive. Or is it Redeem and Revive?
Redeem Revive.
Redeem Revive. Yeah. So, we're going to do IPAs because I talked to you before and you were all into IPAs, right?
That's all I fuck with.
Really?
That, Modelo, tequila.
You don't know what else?
I'm not picky. Whatever.
Okay, so you brought something,
Yeah.
and we're going to fuck with that in a minute. What is it?
You didn't even know. This is fucking... It's called El Mezcalito. White people don't even know about this.
No.
This shit's like... When you about to hit the club, drop like 3-4 of these shots, back to back. 1, 2, 3. Gets you fucking...
You're like done for the night?
No. It gets you like a good like pre-fade, ready to go. Drink some more.
So it's a good pre-game drink?
Yeah, I think will fuck you up.
Okay. That looks scary. Why isn't like a plastic?
I have the
looks
big...
like a pineapple.
I have the big gallon at home.
Yeah.
But I just stopped and I got that little small one, you know. Not trying to get fucked up, but I'm not trying to die, so.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared of
like
it, but we'll do this. How about we start with this? We'll start with
say liquor before beer, huh?
Yeah, they do. So let's. Yeah. I've already been drinking, so.
Okay.
We'll play Florida or Not. It's a new little game thing I've been playing. I give you news stories, and you have to guess where they came from, and whether it's Florida or not. If you guess right, I have to drink. If you guess wrong, you have to drink. If you guess right and it's not Florida, and you guess the actual place, I have to drink twice. Okay. We'll actually do shots. So, you know, we'll go a little crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. That smells intense.
Dude, that's gnarly.
Is it like tequila or?
Yeah, it's kind of smooth actually. It's not too bad.
And just keep in mind we're doing doubles because that's the shot glass I grabbed.
Okay.
All right.
Dude, we're gonna end up falling over and shit. Can't wait.
Yeah, this is gonna be intense. I'm excited about it. All right, so first story, and all these stories, I don't think any of these are current. All of them are old. So
wait, so it's stuff that happened in Florida? Or
it could be Florida. Some of them happen in Florida. Some of them happen in other places.
Oh, okay.
You have to guess if it comes from Florida or not. And I'm just telling you the news story, like the storyline, the headline.
Is Florida crazy or something?
You don't know? You don't know how fucking weird Florida can get?
I've never been to Florida, so...
You never heard, like, the weird shit, the guy that fucking bites off people's faces off bath salts?
I heard about the shooting and, like...
There's the shooting.
All the hurricanes stuff.
Yeah, there's always weird shit going on in Florida. Florida is just so crazy.
Lit, dude.
Yeah, let's do this. First one. Drunk man tries to use tacos as ID after his car catches fire at Taco Bell.
That sounds like some LA shit, though.
It sounds like LA shit.
I'm going to go with not Florida.
You're going to have to drink, man. It's from Jensen Beach, Florida. Okay, so the second one is alleged strip club at woman's house had overpriced $2 drinks. So the reason that they reported this is because they said $2 is overpriced. That's not an LA problem. I'll just give you that.
That sounds like some Midwest stuff, though. Shit. I'm going to go with Florida.
Drink again, dude.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. It's Suffolk, Virginia. I actually lived right near it for a little while.
We'll do that most of the time.
Yeah, these can be intense. Like I just did this with someone else, and she didn't. I don't think she guessed any of them right. You gonna take that shot?
Oh shit.
Man tosses gator into Wendy's drive-through window.
Florida.
Yeah. Oh, that is kind of smooth.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It'll creep up hard though. Watch.
Does it?
You'll find out pretty
I'll
soon.
start slurring my words like
Yeah.
10 minutes in.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah.
Man who peed in coworker's coffee ordered to pay $5,000 fee.
Not Florida.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Can you guess where?
Was it a big city?
Nah, it's like you can just guess the state.
I'm gonna go with Louisiana.
Nah,
No.
it's Culpeper County, Virginia.
Oh, that sounds some southern shit though.
True. Well, Virginia is the South, so
Ugh.
debatable. I mean, Virginia is weird because Upper Virginia is more northern, but like Southern Virginia is really south.
Really?
Like literally just two different brains. That's why like there's kind of a swing state.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
I've never been to the Midwest or East Coast or anything. Just California, Texas, Nevada, Mexico.
I've never been to Mexico.
Oh, bro.
I've never been to Nevada. Not yet.
You gotta take you to TJ.
I hear that a lot. I hear that at work all the time.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta go.
This is a ritual though. That's TJ. Right before TJ.
Right before?
Yeah, that's what you
That's
drink, and you're drinking freaking Tecate Light all night, dude, and that shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I think I have... Okay, wait. I think I skipped one. No, I got that one. Okay. This is the last one. Doctors remove wedding ring from man's penis.
Sounds like some Vegas stuff.
Vegas.
I'm gonna go with not Florida.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's not even a U.S. problem.
Really?
Yeah, it's a South Africa.
What the?
Yeah. What happened? And the guy was trying to use it as a cock ring substitute. He put it around his dick, like as a.
Oh, I thought he had like one of those, like where you pierce your dick.
Nah, he was trying to use it as a cock ring, like as a legit like ring. I don't know how the fuck he
Why
fit
would you
it
do
in
that?
the
Yeah.
first place, but it got
Probably has a
stuck.
small dick.
Maybe.
Kind of bullshit.
I think we're even now with shots.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a weird fucking story.
Yeah. Fucking.
So that ends Florida or not. It's a fun little drinking game.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into some beers. Now that we've done some shots, which was totally unexpected, but a lot of fun. This is an IPA called Endless Rant. It is 6.2% alcohol.
Okay.
So
It's not that heavy.
Not that heavy. But IPAs seem to be a lot heavier than I expect. Like recently, because I started drinking stouts, and those aren't even that heavy anymore to me.
Yeah, I usually fuck with like Stone IPA, Lagunitas, like around 7%.
So a lot of like Spanish drinks, pretty much.
For me, it's either Modelo or IPAs.
Okay.
And tequila, yeah. I mean, I'll fuck with some Ciroc with Sprite or something, but eventually, it's for me, it's mostly beer.
We've been fucking with Ciroc and ginger beer, just mixing the two, and then strawberries in it. It's a little fruity,
Yeah,
but it's really good.
yeah. I saw you had the apple Ciroc out there.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
It was apple
yeah.
Ciroc with ginger beer.
Yeah, that shit's good.
All right, cheers. It's not too heavy. It's
good.
It's a pretty light IPA. Yeah, it's good.
It's not bad. Poppy.
It's what you kind of expect an IPA to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What would you rate this on initial, like out of 5 to -5?
I'm gonna give it out of 5.
5 to -5. 0 is neutral.
Oh, okay. I'll give it a 3.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3 as well.
Yeah.
It's really
It's not
smooth.
bad. Yeah,
It's
it's
not
good.
bad.
It's like a dinner beer.
Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, so a few questions. I've already heard Chris is in your band, and I've done 2 podcasts with him. He's already told me his version of how the band started. I want to hear from your mouth how your band started.
He has a story of like how like 2 great local bands
Yeah.
came together and all that shit, but I came into the picture a little later. So
Oh, really?
yeah, from my understanding, like I don't know what happened in the beginning because I
Okay.
wasn't there. I was brought in when they had our first single called Empathy, and they hit me up one day and they wanted me to get on the track. I think it was they wanted me to do a guest vocal or something like that. I can't remember.
Were you friends with them before, or how did you
Yeah,
know them
Gerardo, my bass player, is my cousin.
before? Okay.
So I met Chris through him, and then I was in because I'm from San Diego and they're from Riverside area. So they'd hit me up in my old band, and I got on a couple tracks with them and did some guest vocals for their band, and eventually we did. They had a single coming out, and they had problems with their vocalist, and they asked me to get on the track, and Gerardo being my cousin or not, I just I'll help you guys out. I knew Chris a little bit, so I got on the track, and then our singer Josh, they got him on the track as well.
Okay.
And I guess that's what sparked the idea. So they did that single, and I guess Chris was like, hey, it was not a bad idea. We should get these 2 guys together and form this new band. And then I get a call like 3 months later saying that they want me to come to the studio and check it out and just vibe it out. So I go to the studio, and they asked me right then and there. I heard the song, and they asked me to join, and I was kind of hesitant because I didn't really know them. I knew my cousin and I knew Chris, but not really we'd never jammed before.
Yeah.
This was just like
The one-time deal.
yeah,
thing.
yeah. It's like okay. At the time, I didn't have any band or group going on, so I told fuck it, we'll jam. I didn't say I would join. I said I'd jam because I wanted to check it out first. Yeah. So sorry, we jam, and then we did that song, that first single, Empathy, and I remember hearing Josh's voice like in the studio live, and I was like, fuck, this shit's dope. So ended up joining, and then we wrote our first EP, and the rest is history.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, what got you into this style of music? Because you scream, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
and you do some singing.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay.
Yeah. Into like the whole like hardcore thing.
Yeah,
or screaming?
hardcore screaming and singing. Like, what led you into which led which way? Like,
well, in hardcore, I used to tour with my dad's band. Actually, it was a Mexican band. I used to tour with them, and I'd never even heard of rock or anything until one of my cousins got me. He brought over a Misfit CD. And this was back, I think I was like in middle school.
what year is middle school for you?
It was like 2005.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I heard the Misfits and like, oh shit, this is dope. And then As Lay Dying, Lamb of God. So that's how I got into. And then I started playing drums. No, I was already playing drums since I started playing metal type drums, and that's how I got into this whole scene. And then with screaming, I was in high school. I think I was a sophomore in high school. Me and my buddy Matt, we wanted to do a battle of the bands, and we both played drums. We can't both be drummers, so
Yeah.
he ended up playing guitar for the show, and I knew how to sing a little bit. I would sing that I'd sing stupid jingles like I don't wanna wait for our lives to be yeah, and I guess they're like, hey, fuck it, you're an alright singer, so be the front man for this show, and then we'll see what happens. So we did this show, and then we wanted to keep it going, and I didn't want to be a screamer because to me, even to this day, to me, screaming is kind of like, I feel like a cheerleader,
Really?
I feel like
like a side, like what do you mean cheerleader?
That's what a screamer is. A screamer, you like a crowd hyper upper. That's what
So you're pretty much a hype man.
Yeah,
like in rap, it's a hype man.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
Josh is a singer, he sings, but like, really, what the fuck do I do?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of metal bands that just have screamers that have no singers that just scream.
Yeah,
But I mean, still a new term, screaming.
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
relatively new.
I don't. It's not that I don't like it. It's just it's kind of like weird to me. How I got into it because I didn't want to be a screamer in the beginning at all.
Did you naturally have that though? Did you practice that? Or
Yeah.
You practice a lot or like just enough?
I want to say a lot, but honestly, it was just enough. Like enough to where
I have a friend like that. I have a friend that seriously can scream really well. He doesn't do it often. He sings though.
Yeah.
And he can scream really well.
Yeah.
But then I know a lot of people who like practice like every day to get to the point, and they sound really good now. But in the beginning state, they sounded horrible.
I think everyone in the beginning sounds like shit.
Yeah.
Because I did. I sounded like shit for maybe two years.
I did it once. I tried to scream. I did a recording, and it's probably still in on my friend's computer to this day. And I wasn't really serious about it, and it was just the worst thing I ever done in my life. It's just like so bad. And what's funny is I was recording it while they were in the dinner table eating. So I was in his bedroom, and you could just hear my horrible screaming. They could hear it, and they were laughing at the dinner table to me. I have no clue what I was even doing, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was high school for me. It was probably like 2004 for me, and I was really into that. Like I had just got into Under Oath and like Unearth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Unearth is? Yeah. I really got into them, and I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
But I can't do it. I'm not gifted in that way.
Yeah. Yeah. I never wanted to be a screamer. It kind of just happened, and then eventually I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Like it's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really fun. But sometimes when like people ask you, people outside of like regular people, they ask you like, oh, so what do you do? Oh, I'm in a band. What do you do? Oh, like, I'm the vocalist. So you sing? Oh, not really.
I mean, don't you you have a track where you sing?
Yeah.
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 Don't you? I might have heard this wrong, but don't you sing in like Spanish at one point?
I in the new album I scream in a little.
You scream in Spanish.
A little part in Spanish, yeah.
What came about? Why? Just why?
Why that happened? Well, my first language is Spanish.
Yeah.
And I just whenever I write, I always find myself being able to write better stuff in Spanish. I don't know if it's because I feel like the whole like vocabulary you could be more in depth when you're writing in Spanish. At least for me, maybe it's because I feel more comfortable in Spanish than in English, but it just I wanted
it's your first language, so that makes sense.
I just wanted to do something different. Add a little something my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had another question, but I forgot it because I'm already tipsy real fast.
Dude, that shit
did creep up on me. It did.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you have any like to get out of the music thing for a minute? We'll probably get back into it. Actually, no. What's like your biggest inspiration? Like biggest inspiration in music? Like who do you listen to a lot that you're like, I could do this. Like I want to have this sound.
Yeah. Honestly, it's gonna sound really cheesy, but like the rest of my band, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I really like have like enormous amounts of respect for all of them.
Dude, that's actually really cool. I think having being a fan of your peers is really
Mhm.
cool. Because I'm a fan of like Barry, like his vlogs.
Yeah.
I think that he's the funniest dude
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he keeps in the pocket, and I hope they become successful in it.
Yeah.
But I'm really a fan of all my friends with their stuff,
Yeah.
and it's so cool to have that.
Yeah.
But I'm also a fan of a lot of things. So
Yeah, no, it's like, because I live in San Diego, and I've kind of like surrounded myself with such like amazingly talented musicians and artists, and I don't really, to be honest, I don't really, I do like a lot of bigger bands and stuff like that, but I feel like I get inspired from the people close to me. It's kind of like a challenge, you know, like.
so it's like a motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it like a competitive thing?
I wouldn't say competitive. It's more of like I see what they're doing, and it motivates
pushes,
me to
pushes you to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this next beer is Apocalypse IPA. It's 6.8% alcohol. So
Oh shit!
it's kind of cool. What was the first one?
6.5.
6.2. So
Two?
six.
Okay.
This a little bit up.
Little.
I actually been drinking this already.
Yeah.
So
All right, we'll try it.
cheers. It's a little bit heavier than the first one,
Yeah.
for sure, and then a little bit tangy, and then like after.
And then, yeah.
Yeah.
Still good though.
Yeah,
Up a
it's
little.
it's actually even a little darker
Mm-hmm.
than the other one. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Again, on the 5 to -5, what would you give that on initial taste?
I'm gonna give it. I'll give it a 4.
4.
Yeah.
That's because you've been drinking for a while.
It just
No.
tastes. It just like it's hard. It's heavier. You know.
Yeah. No, I was drinking it earlier and I found it really easy to drink, but I still would give it a 3.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. I think I'm like jumping out of IPAs right now. I don't know why.
Taking a break.
No, I like IPAs, but
Mhm.
lately my chill beer has been, I don't really know. It's been like a stout. I forget which stout, but it's
Mhm.
been a stout. Mm. Do you have any like crazy drinking stories? Like, what's your like craziest drinking story?
It involves weed.
I mean,
I was drunk. I was drunk as fuck too, though.
okay.
Yeah. So, me and my buddy Matt and my buddy Isaac. I think I was like 19, 18 at the time. We get a bottle of Absolute vodka, the Citron one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
And-
familiar with Absolute.
And
Yeah.
I think I took like maybe 12 shots.
Really?
Yeah, we killed the bottle. 3 people. We
Was it like the big bottle or the medium?
It was the medium. I think it's like about the size of that.
Okay,
22,
yeah.
yeah. So we kill this bottle. We go into hookah, and if I don't know if you've ever been drunk and smoke hookah, but like the hookah, it enhances everything. Like your buzz, it just makes it so much worse. So I was pretty fucked up and lightheaded on hookah.
Yeah.
And, me wanting, keep it going, keep on drinking. Went back to the car, and I think I drank a Mike's Hard or something. And so I'm pretty wasted. We leave the hookah place, and we go to get food, Mexican food. And then my homie Isaac, he's like, hey, trying to smoke this bowl with me real quick. And I don't smoke weed at all. Like,
Really?
No, it's just not my thing. I get too trashed on it.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I smoke a bowl with him. I'm drunk as fuck. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it, we'll do it. I smoked this bowl, and then he's like, hey, you want to light up another one? Fuck it. light up the second bowl, get hammered. At this point, I think I blacked out at this point.
Really?
Yeah, but I still remember. I remember ordering my food, and then just I remember going back to the car because I felt like shit, I was drunk and I was crossfaded super hard.
Yeah.
So I order my food and I go and I lean up against the car and I fell asleep. And when I woke up, I felt like I'd been sleeping for like 5 hours. And I was like, holy shit, like I'm in San Diego, like I have nothing. Oh my God, like, where's everyone at? And then I hear my number being called, like, your food's ready. I've been sleeping for like maybe 2 minutes, but it felt like 5 hours. So I'd somehow managed to like stumble over to the table and I sit down and I forget how to eat.
You forgot how to eat?
I couldn't. I had the fries in my mouth. I couldn't swallow. I couldn't chew.
Drunk and high. Like
Drunk and high. Yeah, I couldn't do it. So I didn't eat it. I threw everything away because I literally couldn't chew.
Wow.
And
that's actually pretty intense.
Yeah. So we drop off my friend Matt, and then my friend Isaac's taking me home. And on the ride home, I'm just like, I'm not like, the vodka just isn't sitting well, and I feel like I'm gonna puke, and eventually I do puke. I puked all over my sweater, and yeah. He drops me off at my house. He's all pissed and he takes off. And at this point, like, I was underage, and like, I lived with my parents, and I was like, I'm gonna walk home, and my parents are gonna smell me, and I'm like covered in puke. So what I do?
At least they're not gonna smell the weed. They're just gonna smell puke.
Yeah. So what I do? I'm just like, fuck. What am I gonna do? I don't know. Like, I stripped naked.
What?
I stripped naked on my street, like 3 a.m. Got butt naked. I hid my clothes under a bush, and I had my wallet, my phone, and my keys, and I think my beanie. So I'm walking, I'm crossing the street, right, butt ass naked, right, and walking up my driveway, like, fucking, in the light turn. Some houses, like my house, like the light, when you get to the door, the light will turn on. I'm just butt naked. I'm just like, fuck. So I open the door, like, just high and drunk. And I get inside, and I think my grandma was staying with us, and I just hear a door open, and I was like, oh shit! So I run to the garage, I just book it, cause my grandma's gonna see me naked, like I'm fucked up. So I go and I just like I slam the garage door and I just put my hands over like this. I'm just like praying that no one comes in, so I can get my towel, run to the shower, and rinse off and go to sleep. And it was my dad. He comes in and he's like, "Hey, are you drunk?" No. And he just like pushes the door open. And I just fall over. And I'm just like I fall over like this, dude. I'm just like, dude, I'm trapped.
Yes, that is hilarious.
Yeah, and I was like, and he just like closed the door, and then he's like, yes, and then yeah. So
wow.
Yeah, but literally, I felt like this, dude. Like, literally freaking balls, like, I'm just like,
so in your head you're like, they're gonna smell that I vomited on myself, that I smell like weed, vomit, and alcohol.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna strip naked.
I just didn't want them to know that I was drinking, because like they didn't know that I probably knew that I drank, but I didn't. It wasn't like out,
How old were you?
I think I was like 19.
I honestly think that the drinking age should be 18.
Yeah.
I actually think it should be 16, because a lot of the dumb things you do is when you're young, and a lot of the dumb things you do is because you're not supposed to do it. So when you tell someone that you can't drink, or you can't, especially when you're young, don't drink, it's not legal, you're going to go drink.
Yeah.
So you might as well make it legal. It was legal for the longest time in Germany until now it's 18. It might have changed to 21.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But when I was there, it changed to 18. But when it was 16, I never saw any issues, because you would just see people you would see some young kids fuck some stuff up, but they were young. They were getting out of their system before they're of age to go into a prison system. Yeah. I mean, I think it was a lot better. And then once you're 21 or once you're 18, you're already done the dumb shit.
Yeah.
And you're a lot more calm. You already did the stupid drinking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like I started drinking when I was 18, 19.
I started drinking when I was 18.
Yeah.
Probably like right before.
Yeah.
In my story, like when I first drank, a dude that I worked with stole $70 from me. I was so hammered. What happened was they immediately go to this little work party. Like it was a guy from work. It was a bunch of people I didn't know and a bunch of people I worked with, and they were like, Daryl, you never drank, and they funneled a big bottle of what was it? Coconut rum.
Oh, the Malibu.
Malibu. It was Malibu. Funneled the whole bottle. I drank the whole fucking bottle.
Oh shit!
I didn't drink just a little bit.
Yeah.
I funneled the whole bottle.
It's not that heavy, but the whole bottle.
The whole bottle.
Fucked,
I was fucked up for the night, and like the story was that I wasn't minding my P's and Q's, so I was like in everyone's face, and I ended up passing out naked in the bathtub, and then at some point I was in the bathroom, like on the floor. I've told this story on this podcast before, but there was a girl that I worked with that she ended up naked above me, like above my face. I woke up, saw that, and like two guys just staring at her, and then I was like, I passed out. Yeah, and then next morning I find out like $70 cash was stolen from me. It was a pretty weird time. Yeah. I got fucked up on Four Loko once, and I blacked out. The first time I blacked out was on Four Loko. Four Loko before they changed
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a fucking crazy shit.
I drink 2 of those sons of bitches, dude, and like I'm fucking terrible at beer pong. So I'm fucked up on 2 Four Lokos, and I'm losing at beer pong. So I drank like all those beers, and I blacked out, and I almost died, dude. Like, I started puking. If it wasn't for my friend that like turned me over, like I started puking in my sleep. Just passed out. Like
wow.
Yeah. So
that's insane.
Yeah. Never want to get that drunk.
That's a good note to end this episode of That Damn Drunk. You can follow the show on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. You can also subscribe on YouTube, iTunes, and follow us on SoundCloud. Yeah, that concludes this one.
Turn up.
How'd you like it?
Dope.
Cool. Cheers.